Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Just trying to hear myself. Just trying to hear myself. Think we good money. Let's get into it. Fifth quarter presents the mid-season report, and let's get into what's going on around the league, each division. Breakdown by breakdown, and let's see what we got thus far in the first half of the season. As you look around, if you look into the league, the only undefeated team is the Washington football team. I've said I've told y'all in the beginning of the season, I said Washington from top to bottom has probably the best defensive personnel on his roster. Now I didn't say he did. I said he probably has. That was based on what I've seen, but I haven't went through obviously and checked, team for team to see who had what. But just for what I seen, it looked like Washington had the best defensive personnel on his squad, and right now they're 7-0, and that's showing right now. He's the only undefeated team in the league. He's been balling out so far this season. But let's get into these divisions. First off, AFC North, interesting division shaping up, and I believe that this division is going to come down towards late in the season, because right now the Ravens is in first, but the Ravens swept the Bengals, which was a big deal because that's the division, and they swept them. But the other part to that side is Browns and Bengals split, and Browns and Ravens hasn't even played yet, which means that we still got 2 games left to dance. So the Ravens is having a way better season than what they had last season. This time last season, the division was already over. So I expected back to come back this season and play with passion. Represent for his squad, for his Ravens. He's doing that. He's riding a 5-game win streak right now. He's been rolling. This is the BAP that I know. Last season I don't know what was going on with them Ravens. He definitely went to the tank early though. I will say that. But even prior to that, it was just games that I was just seeing him lose that was like unfamiliar territory for me. Then we got the new Bengals who came in, and Murphy's a good player. You know what I mean? He's a good player, but he got swept by the Ravens, and that's kind of a big deal. Wait, Maury, that's kind of a big deal. I ain't even gonna say kind of. That is a big deal because he split with the Browns. So Bengals gonna have to dig himself out of a hole. So does the Browns. I mean, the Browns is falling for. We lost games we shouldn't have lost. Not being locked in, just different type of things, man. You know what I mean? But it happens, and it's spilled milk. All you can do now is control what you can control, just moving forward. Wait, Maury. All you can do is control what you can control moving forward. You can't handle what already happened, and you can't change what already happened. So, we're gonna have to ball out the second half of the season. But Ravens has definitely been on top of their game. This season. Right now they in first with a 2-game lead, in that division. But I think that because the Browns and Ravens got to play each other twice, I think that things is going to shake up. Real interested in that division moving forward. But at the time being though, Ravens at the top. They been looking good, and I gotta give them they props and they respect. They're on a 5-game win streak, so they doing something right over there in B-More. Yeah. AFC South, we got the Texans 4-3, Colts 4-4. Colts is, I believe, is that Scott? Scott 4-4. Good place to be, Scott. Good place to be. Jags are 2-5. I believe that's. I don't even know who the Jags and Titans. Murray, quiet. So the Texans is Major, I believe. The Jags is, I think, K-Lou. Yeah, the Jags is K-Lou, and the Titans is, who's the Titan? Oh, Jerry Jeffy's 1-7. Yeah, it's over for the Titans. Titans never got off to a good start since he took over this team. I don't know. I don't know if it's the team or I don't know if it's him, but either way, the combination haven't been great at all. You know, it's been terrible season after terrible season for the Titans, and I gotta look and see if he even been playing. You know what I mean? Because at this point I can't tell. Because when play, he lose. You know what I mean? And if he don't play, he still getting a loss. So I gotta check and see. Jags, K-Lou have a disappointing season. He had a better season last season, but ain't getting it done this year. And right now, the Colts is probably the shock of the AFC. You know, they 4-4. They're one game out from the Texans, and I just gotta look and see, man. I gotta look and see. Let me see. Colts. Colts been playing, man. He ain't played but one game, and he got the win. He got the win in that game. All right, cool. He played Philly. He won that game. He lost to Pearl, and oh, this game was a fair sim. Yeah, this game was a fair sim. They didn't play this game. I was about to say he beat Carnage, and I ain't even realized that. That game was a fair sim. So you know, nevertheless, man, 4-4. You know what I mean? Don't matter. He there. You know, but was even more. You know, the thing about it is that he only one game behind the Texans, and Major been taking some. He lost to the Browns. He lost to Washington football team by 3, and then he lost to the Chargers. All right, so I mean, all right, Mari, wait a second. So all right, cool. He got 3 losses. I'm looking at his remaining games. Well, I think the Texans still got to play the Colts again. He got a 1-game lead, but you know, I think the Texans is still favored to win that division. But we're gonna see. You know, that's the beauty of when you start seeing 1-game leads and everything. The games got to get played, and you never know what could happen. But the Texans, they 4-3 right now, but that's good for the Colts. I mean, that's keeping the Colts alive. You know, Colts is 1 game out. If Scott got lock in, and he been playing good ball lately, like I said, win or lose. You know, if he could lock in and just cut down the turnovers, he'll be all right. He'll find himself in this division with a chance to do something later on in the season. Over here in AFC East, we got Jets 4-1. We got Buffalo Bills 4-3. Which is also a surprise in that division. Dolphins 1-6. Dolphins, their season is done. They won't make the playoffs. They won't challenge for the division. Miami season is done, and it's the first time Miami season been done in the first half of the season. New England, they're riding the wave for a wild card. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna catch the Jets in that division. But he's riding the wave for wild card right now, and surprising, Buffalo Bills is 4-3. But you know, he had a good first half of the season, but he got a win on there that he shouldn't have, and that was the win against and you probably think I'm gonna say against me. No, I ain't even gonna say against me. Even though I know for a fact when I played them, I know for a fact my game was on, because I was on Wi-Fi, I didn't have a chance. But I ain't even talking about that game, because that game is on me for even playing on there. But I'm talking about the game against the Patriots. He ended up getting the win when he's supposed to get a forced loss, because the game cut out with a few seconds left. But the co-commissioner advanced, and he didn't set the wins, and Buffalo ended up getting the win. I mean, you know, unfortunately, man, you know, stuff like that happens, and you know, in this position too, I kind of hate seeing that, because Buffalo should be 4-3. I mean, New England should be 4-3, and they 3-4. So that's a tough one, and Buffalo should be 3-4. So those records should be opposite of each other between Buffalo and New England. like I said, there's nothing I could do for that. New England, they gonna have to lock in and play good ball. They're under 500, and I mean because it's three wild card teams, he has a shot. But he gonna have to get it together sooner than later. You can't be under 500. Second half of the season and still trying to get a wild card. I mean, you still can technically, but that depends on how the rest of the conference is doing. But a lot of times that ain't gonna work. So New England gonna have to get it together. And the Jets been they've been balling. They 6-1. But they had success in the regular season last year, and I think they was one and done. So the Jets been down this road before, and at this point in time, they gotta okay, they they gotta make sure that